Hi, Seekers of Wisdom. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles of 1900. It's an inspirational podcast, and happy to be here again with you. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that is very, very important. And the reason why I say it's very important is because there's been a lot of people reaching out to me to ask me, can you talk about mortgage? Can you talk about mortgage? And I'm going to share my experience with you. It's going to be in two parts because there's a lot of information to share. So stay tuned. I'm going to try as much as I can to explain as simple as possible. But if you have any question, please reach out to me. You can send me a message by YouTube. Just send a comment. I'll reply to your comment, or you can go to my social media to just say hello to me there as well. I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter as well, called X at the moment. And I'm on LinkedIn as well, if you're on LinkedIn as well. So feel free. Thread as well. You can reach out to me on Thread and on TikTok as well. The social media icons are displayed just on the screen now. The question at this point in time is, how do you go for your first mortgage? I've been there and I believe the experience is really, really good. But would it be good if somebody can explain to you what they went through and then you can follow suit? It will be really good. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is, when you talk about mortgage, it's very important that you understand there's a lot of prerequisites that you need to put in place. The first thing that you must do if you're trying to get a mortgage is sort your account. You must sort your account first. It's very important. So, sort your account history. What do I mean by sort your account history? These are the prerequisites that you must first of all do. If you want to have a mortgage, your account history is very, very important. So what do I mean by that? You don't need to have unexplainable transactions. Like, oh, my brother sent me 1,000, I sent £500, and somebody sent me £2,000. And, oh, can you help me send this money to my sister or to my brother or to my friend? And the money just passed through your account. You don't need all those things because you will be asked questions. So when you know that you're going to be applying for mortgage in the next 3 months, you must at least sort your account. Ensure that your account is clean and you don't have any unexplainable transaction. Another thing you must do is you must avoid loan. Avoid loan in your account, because too much of loan in your account shows that you are in debt already, and they will be looking at why you borrow so much money. Okay, sort your account. Another thing you must do is that you must have, if possible, a savings account. Let the deposit for that mortgage be in an account that is totally different from your day-to-day running account. It shows that you are planning, or you have a plan how to save money, or you have a plan of saving money for that mortgage. There are different ISAs that you can use to do that. Okay, I know some of the ISAs has been closed down in the UK, but there are still other ISAs that you can use, like the Life Hazard. If you are under 40, I believe thereabout. So there are ISAs that you can do for that. That's something that we can talk about later. Another thing you must do is you must seek financial advice. Look for a financial advisor to be able to explain to you, look into your incomes and your expenses and everything that you're doing to see what you can afford. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm telling you, it's very important that you do that. You can get them for even free. Some of the mortgage brokers, they do that for you for free. Okay, seek financial advice. Unless you're one of those people that are very good with understanding your income and expenses, and you sort yourself out, or you have a finance background, or you've done something related to finance before, like I have done, then you're good. But try and seek for financial advice. I do seek for free financial advice before going for things like that. You can also use the online tool as well to be able to check what you can get. I'm going to talk about that, which is getting AIP, agreement in principle. So when I mean get AIP, agreement in principle is what the bank or the lender gives you to say, based on your history of what you earn and what you spend, this is what we think we can give to you. For example, many of the lenders will look at issuing you AIP for your ×4 or ×5 of your annual income. So for example, if your annual income is 50 grand, right, a lender will be giving you a mortgage AIP of maybe 200,000, 250,000, depending on other loans and other things that you have as expenses that will be taken out of it before they can issue the money to you, if they want to give you the money as loan. So it's very important that you get an AIP. The AIP helps you to be able to target the kind of house that you want to go and buy. Because if the house is worth £500,000, which is £500,000, and your AIP says you can only be borrowed or you can be loaned £200,000, then the problem is you have to be able to look for 300,000 as deposit. I don't know if you have it, but that's a big jump. So what I'm saying is sort your AIP. Okay, sort your AIP. The next thing I'm going to talk about is find location for your house. Location is very, very important. What do I mean by location? Location in the sense that you need to know where you want to move to. You need to know the city, you need to know the town, you need to, unless you are where you are and you want to continue to live in that area or that county or that borough, then you already know the place. You've been there for like 5 years, you know everything about the place, and that's fine. Otherwise, you need to go and look at the place you are going. Things that you can do is take time out, drive or get a bus, go to the city, look at what the city looks like, pray about the city. Is that what the Lord is saying to you? Is that where the Lord is leading you to? Yeah, is your spirit in agreement with that city? Some people move to some places and things goes really, 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 really bad for them. Okay, so you need to know where you're going. You need to understand, is this something the Lord is saying? Like David said, should I go? Am I going to overtake? Am I going to repossess? It's about understanding that you need the Lord's leading at that point in time, especially if you're changing cities as well. So you got to pray about it. So go to the location, go to the city, look for the location where you want the house. Things that you must check when you go there, aside obviously having the leading of the Lord, that is primary, you must look for crime history in that place. Crime history in that place is very important. Do they always have people that burgle houses? Do they really have kids that are fighting with knives? All those things are things that you want to look out for before you say you want to go and buy a house in that environment. Then you want to look for school ratings. So because the way it works is that there's catchment area kind of school availability in the UK. So if you live in a particular area, the school that's closest to you becomes your catchment area. They give you priority to be able to give your children slot in that school. So you need to check the ratings of the school and stuff like that. You might not have children at the moment. Maybe you want to have children later, or maybe you have a plan to bring your children into the UK later, or maybe intend to marry later. Because buying a house is not renting a house. You can't just wake up and move out. You have to find a way to sell the house if you want to move out of the place, and it's not that easy. So you want to think about the school ratings if you're going to have kids in that area. And then you want to check council tax. Very, very important. I'm telling you, you want to check council tax. There are some councils that are quite expensive, right? You need to check council tax. How much are you going to be paying? How much is the extra that you're going to be paying aside your mortgage? Check the council tax rate. Check what the council also offers as well in terms of amenities like bin collection. Do they take green bin? Do they take grass or not? You have to find a way to dispose your lawn when you cut your lawn. There's a lot that you need to know about the council as well. Okay, you need to check all that, water bills and stuff like that. Then another one is you must check the market value of properties in that area. Now, market value is very, very, very important, like extremely important. The reason why I'm saying this is because when you buy a house, you want your house to appreciate. You want the value to go up, right? But there are some areas where you buy property and you don't get what you hope you would get, probably because of some maybe living cost in that area, or the way the area has been set up, or the kind of things that are available in the area as well. I mean, the borough, the council, or the town. So you need to check what's happening in the last 5-10 years in this place. When somebody buys a house for 200,000 in the last 1 year, how does it appreciate? It by 10%, by 2%, by 5%? You need to check all those things as well. In the big cities like London, there's a lot of appreciation, but it doesn't mean that in other cities there are no appreciations as well. Property appreciates a lot, so you need to check clearly if you are actually in the right place where you are buying the right house that will appreciate over time. Then the next thing is find your house. When you look at the place that you're going to and everything, you need to find your house. Where do you find the house? You need to find your house on Zoopla, Rightmove is there, Purple Brick is there as well. Different places where you can find properties. So you need to go and find your house. When I mean find your house means look for the type of property that you want. Don't just jump into anything. It might be 2-bed, it might be 3-bed. Do you want the 3-bed with 3 bathrooms, or 2 bathrooms, or 1 bathroom? You don't mind. Do you want a 3-bed with maybe 2 toilets or 3 toilets? Do you want garage, right? Do you have a plan to do some things like from home? Do you need a property that's got garden because you got children? You need to find the right house. So there are so many things you need to put down. You don't just jump into it. You need to list them down and see if they tick the boxes as you're going to view them. Okay. I'm going to talk about in the next episode, I'm going to talk about how to negotiate price, how to check the house potential as well, check if there's chain on the house, if it's freehold, leasehold. I'm going to talk about the stamp duty and the likes, all those things. And then also I'll talk about your personal income and your personal savings as well, and how you can get people to help you if you want to buy a house. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in the next episode. Like I said, this is going to be in 2 parts, but don't worry, stick on the gun, go with me, and I'm going to ensure that I give you all the information that you need. My name is Abraham Sunday. It's Chronicles of 1900, and I'm here to give you every information that you need because I've gone through it and that's what I'm giving to you. Like, follow, share, and put your comment in there. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a lovely one.